Good October 23rd. It's Saturday, and we do expect to see some scattered showers across Northern California today. But really, today is the day you want to prepare and plan for some of the heaviest rain we've seen in over 100 years. For the month of October 1909 was that month that we saw most rain that we've ever seen. And now we're looking at a lot more rain on the way. I'm talking as much as 10 inches of rain in 48 hours for some areas of Northern California. For Sacramento area, we could see as much as 2 to 6 inches. So we'll get to that in just a bit. Let's talk about your Saturday. You want to get through with getting everything taken down when it comes to some of the Halloween decorations that could fly around, some of the ones that can tip over from wind, and of course, all those leaves that are in your yard or even low-hanging limbs that could fall on your tree. We want to get all that cleared out for your Saturday before the heavy rain arrives Sunday early morning starting up. I'm talking around 3-4 a.m. starting to push into the valley spots. The winds start picking up around 5 a.m. and then we're going to continue to see strong winds and heavy rain all at the same time throughout your Sunday. This is going to make it hard to drive. It's going to make it very hard to get through some areas of local flooding. And then burn scar issues is going to be the next problem we're having. I'm talking the LNU complex fire that burned, as well as the Hennessy fire areas around Yolo, Solano counties, Napa counties where there's burn scars. We're talking debris flows, mudslide problems. This is going to be a huge mess of a situation with how much rain is coming in for Sunday into Monday morning. Now, on top of all of that, we still have snow concerns to think about for the High Sierra, as well as the strong winds for Sunday. So let's get to it. Let's break it all down, and let's talk wind first. The wind advisory goes into effect at 5 a.m. This is going to bring in winds for the valley spots as high as 20 to 30 miles per hour. Portions of the lower foothills, at least to the eastern side, could expect those southerly winds to come in around 45 miles per hour, and I'm talking wind gusts, and then continue throughout the afternoon, evening. Now, this isn't going to expire really until about 11 p.m. on Sunday. This is lasting long. Areas here along the coastline and for areas around Santa Rosa, this will expire around 5 p.m. But this is a western to southerly wind that'll start coming in from the south. So do expect very strong winds, especially north-south movement. Okay, so let's start talking about the movement of the winds. As we move into tomorrow morning, you can see it coming in out of the south-southeast, continues on throughout your Monday. I'm talking strong winds. It doesn't really slow down until we get to Monday morning, 8 a.m. So Sunday is that huge wind event day, 5 a.m. to as late as 11 p.m. Okay, rain-wise, a flash flood watch. This is in effect because we are seeing so much rain. I'm talking more than 1/10 of an inch an hour that'll be falling Sunday. This is going to create extremely strong areas of heavy downpours. I'm talking areas around Santa Rosa, the coastline. This entire zone here is going to expect some of the heaviest rain in the morning hours of Sunday. Then it's going to start pushing into an eastward motion here from the west, bringing in heavy rain for the valley and the foothills. This will last as late as about Monday morning, 5 a.m. for some spots through the foothills, especially the lower foothills into Placerville, Arnold, Sonora, the latest, and then ending at 11 p.m. for the flash flooding Sunday for areas of the valley. So this is a lot. Let's talk about how much and when and where it's falling. As we move through Saturday lunchtime, this is the scattered shower chance we could be getting for your Saturday. A little bit of that light snowfall for areas of 50 and 80 closer toward Donner, areas near Nyack. All of that could see some light flurries for your afternoon on Saturday, but this is very light stuff. Then expect some of that rain pushing into the north here near Fort Bragg, Ukiah, Clear Lake, Santa Rosa. Again, Saturday, today, we will expect more of that rain to push through in the overnight hours, and here it comes. As we look at around midnight, you can see some of the heaviest rain north of Sacramento and Placerville, all the way up passing Chico, Quincy, areas of Grass Valley, Yuba City, and then some of the heavier stuff just offshore. Again, midnight going into Sunday morning, we see this. This is extremely heavy rain and downpours coming in off the coastline as you see Fort Bragg, Ukiah, Santa Rosa area, Fairfield, San Francisco. This huge zone of orange and red, this is where we see potential for flash flooding near burn scar zones. So where forest fires burn, areas of Santa Rosa into Napa, Solano, Yolo counties, where we previously saw those huge fires that burned even the last couple of years, could see some vegetation falling off. We could see mudslides into roadways, that kind of situation. You want to mostly stay inside if you can. If you can avoid going out on Sunday at all, enjoy a movie indoors, that would probably be the best bet. Of course, Saturday, prepare by bringing anything indoors that you do not want really hit with rain or those strong winds. Now let's fast forward here into the valley spots. This is only 4 a.m. we start to see more of the heavy rain pushing through the valley and into the foothills. Some heavy spots here in red, just absolute downpours for these zones. This is going to be a lot of water at once. If you have a lot of leaves in the yard, debris, limbs, things like that, you want to clear it out if you can. This is going to create areas of flooding on streets, ponding on the highways and freeways. Just take it easy and slow. If you have to drive, visibility will be very limited. Distance yourself from the car in front of you, especially heading up to areas where you're seeing windy roads off 50, 80, some of the passes near Echo as well. We'll see more of that rain just continuing nonstop throughout the day, heavy and very heavy at times. And this is only 1:30 p.m., so we still haven't even gotten to the evening hours. And here we go, continued heavy rain and downpours just stopping finally until 1 p.m. on Monday for areas of the foothills, and for the High Sierra, more snow. Now, the snow is really pushing in the overnight hours, becoming more heavy from really Sunday night into Monday morning, when temperatures are able to drop below freezing point for a lot of these zones here. Take a look at the valley. You'll finally get some sunshine by lunchtime on Monday, where more scattered showers are kind of fizzling out to areas of the foothills further south. Tuesday, we're looking better. We do have a slight chance to see a little bit of precipitation Tuesday, but otherwise, this is the extent of it. Sunday into Monday morning, the heaviest rain, and just expect your entire Sunday to be downpours. So if you have plans, you need to go around that, try to figure out what you want to do. Unfortunately, we do know Ironman California for the entire state is happening on Sunday, so we're hoping everyone stays safe with that. A flash flood watch that is bringing in the long duration of heavy rain, urban small stream flooding, debris flow concerns like we mentioned, and then just, of course, drive slow, be cautious with all of that. Okay, so let's talk about totals. 4 to 5 inches of rain could be expected through Tuesday. We're talking 3 to 4 inches for Stockton, Modesto 2 to 3 inches. Everything further south starts to get a little less, but the further north you get some higher totals. 7.5 to 10 inches are possible in Grass Valley, South Lake Tahoe 5 to 7.5 inches. And then this is just rain totals, just rain coming down. Sonora 5 to 7.5, San Francisco 3 to 4. So yes, a lot of rain is on the way, and this is going to be a very dangerous event in the next 48 hours. Okay, let's talk snow. How much could we see? We're looking at anywhere from really 1 to 2 feet mostly. Locally, could see some spots as much as 3 feet of snow. The pass is as low as about 5,500 feet, about 6,500 feet. And this is a primary event is Sunday evening into Monday night. We'll see those lower snow levels, but 1 to 2 feet of snow is possible for most spots. Now, 3 feet is, we're talking around 7,500 to 8,000 feet or so. Periods of heavy snow are going to be pushing through overnight into the morning hours with strong winds. You do want to avoid this if you can. If you need to get through, plan early to get through, or bring those chains. Make sure you bring in enough food and water for the car, as well as even blankets, proper clothing. If you're going, you may get stranded. They may not let anyone over the passes. We saw that situation last week where they just closed it for 4 straight hours. We saw a lot of people just stranded there. Dress warm. All right, let's talk atmospheric rivers. This is what's bringing in all these systems. We've saw 2 already earlier in the week. This is our 3rd one now arriving into your Saturday night. You see that big plume of moisture out here, this kind of yellow-green zone that just kind of extends way out there. This will start moving its way closer, and this is where it hits hard. You can see some of that moisture just still continuing on the way Sunday into Monday. And then we finally get, by Monday, a little bit of a break as the system pushes further south. We start to clear up a bit, and we still have a possibility into Tuesday to see another one hitting much further north, but we could get some remnants of that atmospheric river on Tuesday coming in as well. So that's our 4th one that would be coming in this week. Check this out. We do now have another chance to see a lighter one by next Saturday. That is the day before Halloween. And then it looks like Halloween would be cleared out. But we do have this massive plume out here that's still hovering over the Pacific. As we start moving from Sunday into Monday, we could potentially start seeing this get closer to us by around November 3rd or 4th. We're going to keep our eye on this in the computer models to see what it does. Otherwise, this could be another huge system to arrive. But where is this all coming from? Typically, we talk about atmospheric rivers and pineapple expresses. It's a long band, 500 miles long. It could be of moisture that's coming in off of Hawaii here, Honolulu, the Pineapple Express. It kind of originates with moisture. You see all that heat down there, it kind of comes up and hits us, and that's really nice for us to get because it brings in more water to the reservoirs. But this not originating out of Hawaii. Notice that it's coming all the way across the Pacific, headed toward Asia. And during September and October months, this is when we could start seeing the most atmospheric rivers coming off of Asia. So you can see the moisture starting to really originate out here in the Philippines, Indonesia, areas of South China Sea. Very warm waters pulls up into the atmosphere. And then if the low pressure systems in vicinity of some of these atmospheric rivers, it pulls it up, brings it in and delivers it to our west coast of the U.S. And that's where we're getting all this heavy rain. We can expect to see this continue at least as we've looked at the computer models for the next couple of weeks. So we're hoping we hold on to some of that rain. Temperatures will be in the 60s this week. We do have a chance to see thunderstorms on Monday just because of the difference in heat that'll be coming in there. And then temperatures dropping into rising into the 70s Thursday and Friday.